The Brooklyn Nets got a new starting point guard, and his name is Ben Simmons. During his introductory press conference yesterday, I want to read to you guys some of Simmons' comments on his Philadelphia era ending and his Brooklyn Nets era beginning. And, he was asked straight up and down, what happened in Philly? And Ben's response was, if I knew, I would tell you everything. But there's just a lot of things that internally had to happen over time, and it's just got to a place where I don't think it was good for me mentally, so it is what it is. It happened, and I'm moving forward. For me, it was making sure mentally I was right to get out there and play again, so that's something I've been dealing with, and it wasn't about the Philadelphia fans or coaches or comments made by anybody. It was just a personal thing for me. That was earlier than that series against the Atlanta Hawks or even that season that I was dealing with, and the Sixers knew that. So it is something that I continue to deal with, and I'm getting there and getting to the right place to get back on the floor. A bunch of things that had been going on over the years to where I knew I wasn't myself, and I needed to get back to being myself and being happy as a person and taking care of my well-being. That was the major thing for me. It wasn't about basketball. It wasn't about the money, anything like that. I want to be who I am and get back to playing basketball and that level of being myself. Yeah, again, Ben Simmons is not slated to make his debut before All-Star Weekend, so he'll probably make it in the Brooklyn Nets' first game back coming out of the break. They play Philadelphia in Philly second week of March. That you want to mark your calendars for that one. Let me tell you something. They are going to boo Ben. Oh, my God. Because by then, Harden will probably be playing. They are going to boo Ben Simmons so loud. And he's got to get it over with. Look, Philadelphia is such a petty fan base. I kind of like them for this. They're going to boo him no matter what. So, let's say Simmons decides to sit out. Even if it's next year in May, next year in February, whenever it is, the first time Ben gets back in Philadelphia, them Sixers fans are going to be riled up, especially if it's March 10th, which I think is the date of that game. And boy, oh boy, these two teams better not ever play each other in the playoffs. Can you imagine a 4-5 matchup between Philadelphia, and I know Brooklyn's been struggling, but hopefully KD's able to get back and they get back to their winning ways. In the playoffs this year, 7 games of that, they are going to go – Ben going to stop playing again. And I do want to comment on something here because I don't play about mental health. Mental health is something that my family's had to deal with. I've lost loved ones because of mental health. My mom's lost people, close to her due to mental health issues that have kind of manifested over time. This ain't no joke to me. I want to be real about that. And I do believe a lot of black people specifically deal with mental health issues. I think everybody does, but definitely when you're black, it's a lot that goes with being black in this country. I want to be clear about that. I'm not so sure if we just need to classify these things as mental health, though. I feel like we need to get to the place in society where we break these things down department by department, category by category, because there are different levels to mental health. If you're asking me, do I believe something was off with Ben Simmons mentally, why he won't take jump shots in basketball games, I 100% do believe mentally he's battling through some things. But I think a lot of NBA players have had to battle through the demons. You don't think Giannis had to battle through those demons? Lonzo Ball? I mean, they were booing Giannis at the free throw line. They were counting how many seconds it took Giannis to make free throws in the postseason. Not only did Giannis blow past that, he dropped 50 on the Suns in a closeout Game 6, won a championship after winning a Game 5 in Phoenix. Giannis pushed through it. I'm just saying, I think this is an issue that a lot of NBA players have to deal with. It's a part of sports. It's part of the reason why sports are so great. A lot of guys thrive on that. A lot of guys don't thrive on that. And Simmons, to me, is a guy that doesn't thrive on that stuff. So I just don't think that, though, is the same as somebody who's dealing with, depression, doesn't love themselves, doesn't care to be on this earth anymore. I just don't like categorizing it all as mental health. If you're asking me, does Ben have something going on, I would say yes, the demons that he's fighting. But I do think those demons are very different from me or you that just got things going on in our life and we don't have $100 million to sit on and deal with them. You play a game of basketball. You don't think I have mental hurdles with my job? Do they like me? Is my video going to do good? When my numbers are down, you don't think that stuff weighs on me? 100%. I care about my craft. I'm not a vlogger or something like that. I put a lot of time, effort, and energy into these videos, making the product better and better year in, year out. You don't think I have issues? Do they still like me? Why is the NBA platform taking so long to take off when my music platform took off in a year's time? You don't think I battled through those demons? I got to work, man. I got to get through them. I got bills to pay. I got a family to worry about. I got people that count on me. I got to get over those mental hurdles, which I think probably is more or less the hurdles that Ben's talking about. Again, I don't know. I'm not in his skin. I'm not him. But I just still think those are differences than some of the other mental issues that we see people who come back from wars deal with, our troops. I'm talking about things, real things that you can't hide with more money, a better trainer, or like these are things that, bigger than the game of basketball or any sport out there. So if you're asking me, does Ben have something mentally going on, why he's not shooting jump shots as a professional athlete, when we know he's putting the time in to his jump shot, I think there's something there, but just not the same as other things. You just got to get over them demons, bro. It's basketball. It's a sport. You make a lot of money to play hoops for a living. Let's not make this more serious than what it is. You miss, you make. It is what it is. Life goes on. Propel that to your greatness. When I do great, I use every hater that I've ever had on my platforms over the years and say, yeah, I got you. And where you at now? Nowhere to be found. Those boos will quickly turn into cheers or silence the more successful you are. And that's the pure joy of it, to be real with you. I think Ben and Brooklyn's going to be a pretty good situation. I think the Nets overall won the trade, even if Ben never develops a jump shot. Y'all can let me know in the comment section what y'all think about the Ben Simmons and James Harden trade. Simmons still got a few years left on his deal. You would think in theory, Ben doesn't have to take a lot of late game shots. If the Nets can remain healthy and Kyrie can get over this vaccine mandate, we shall see. Let me know what you think about the fit with Ben Simmons and the Brooklyn Nets. I think it's a good one. He seems very excited to be back. All of a sudden his mental hurdles went away, right? Like the same mental hurdles you had in Philadelphia, now you're ready to play basketball all of a sudden. Yeah, right. Okay, we'll see.